Don't just send that to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Everybody's taking a shower. Still got wet spots on top of their bald head.
Who, you bro? She ain't bro. She ain't bro. I know for damn sure I ain't.
Yes, it is. I see some wet spots on your head. Pause.
God. I could have ran with that until you said something.
Well, that's what you do anyway. You run away because it's that time
I don't remember
to unwind. To relax. Ladies and gentlemen, we like to call this the After Dark.
Little dark skin nigga. Something you want to talk about?
Maybe somebody might have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, she can laugh. That's fine. I know why she laughed.
Yeah, because you always walk away.
I don't walk away from her. Brother, we on it. Come on, man. We on air, man.
Oh, no, nigga. Is we on the air, nigga?
That's some off the earth talk. She know what's up.
No, she don't.
You right.
But as you know, when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Or how she's feeling.
With that shit?
Can you focus, man? What Pop say on Friday this? Can you be quiet, Tarzan?
Well, obviously, from what I heard, you don't. So
She don't either. I love you. Sorry.
You
Hey,
telling
man.
all my business.
Hey, man. I didn't know what's going on. I done checked the door. I done checked the kids' room. I laid back down. I was like, oh, Lupe down there doing work. Yeah. She know what's up.
I can tell because she's giving you sweat marks on the top of your head.
Nah, brother. That's still water from the shower.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was from her. Let's see. Oh, well.
I'd rather be alone.
You alone, nigga.
She doesn't really understand me.
She don't.
Oh, how come?
I'd rather leave
But
than cheat.
what you gonna do?
If she give me some time, I could be the man she needs.
But
Got a lot of lust inside me.
really?
Been together since 1980. Really don't need
Like 30
to
seconds.
her, but I need some time to be alone.
But
But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad.
Damn,
Oh,
Uber.
how I feel so sad now that I wanna
you got her leaving now?
I ain't treating her like that.
She's crying her heart to
How
you.
could you let this be? I just need time to
One more man in the restaurant. Sweet little ditty.
Yeah, once he's seen her on a date with somebody else, then now you want to get back with your stupid ass on
Go
somewhere.
ahead, go on.
I ain't talking about you, nigga. I'm talking about Don
Why I
Nigga.
gotta be nigga? Damn.
Oh, I forgot. He's a half a nigga.
Wiggle.
Oh.
And you can leave him. He fucking
I
with me.
am.
Ooh.
I'll be goddamn. He fucking with me.
I got shit to do.
Oh.
Yeah, me.
Nope.
Yeah, all right.
Damn. That means no Yvette for you tonight.
First of all, my phone right here.
Ooh.
Nigga said,
Cool, he got options.
She ain't lying.
damn.
Oh, well, now. You know, if option one want to leave, you know, fuck. 2, 3, 4. Come on.
Hey,
I
there you go.
catfight shit later.
I know.
Fuck that. Put your claws up, goddamn. I'm trying to get into these topics.
Damn.
Don't you got a song to make?
Nigga, you ain't never told me. Man,
Ooh,
yeah, we
ooh.
going-
Bruno.
Should've
You
put
ain't
him
in
on
the
black.
studio.
No, not really.
But I do want to play this little snippet.
How much you're uplifting, how much you're going for black people, but that's not necessarily what you're looking for. Well, first of all,
Agent Dr. Umar, man.
let's address it. Let's not skip a beat. So, I would love to know how you Envy know what I'm looking for. They never had the conversation. So, but you
I'm
just
telling you what
framed it.
people are saying on comments without
Right.
read, and I'm talking to them. I'm not a bus driver.
Oh, so
I'm
that's Charlotte
speaking
Envy and who
for
else?
the average person out there. because I feel
Eboni
because
Williams.
The bus drivers and the
Okay.
average person are what keeps these lights on here in the grass.
This goes
They
back
keep-
to like the
they
B.
keep
Simone
pushing
shit.
shows.
Yeah.
First of all, this is not about you. I'm sorry.
Like, if you got a preference, then that's fine,
Shit
but-
on the people that
No, first of
ride
all,
with me, I ride
you're
with them.
dead ass wrong for framing
You
it
got
as
a
me
preference?
shitting on them.
You think I'm shitting on them?
I know it.
I'm legit asking.
I know it wasn't. I think what you're saying right now is irresponsible. I
We'll
think
put our
what you're
ass
saying
shit,
is
but you ain't got no
irresponsible.
time.
I think what you are framing right now in this moment is
I'm
highly
gonna smash
irresponsible.
Man, bitch, it's the thing that you play.
But lifting and how much
So the little snippet that I'm playing is basically Vala, I guess like she interviewed Eboni Williams. She has a book coming out, so Eboni Williams, I guess, is a ex-lawyer, and I think she was like a ex-reality TV show on the Housewives or something like that. So she has a book that's coming out, and she was talking about her preference on black men, and so.
Maxine
And so she asked, she asked her like, you know, what type of man? I was like, what type of man you looking for? Oh, I'm sorry, what type of man do you want? And she was describing the type of man that she would want. And so she got to another question of, so would you date a man that was a bus driver? And Eboni Williams' response was, if he was the owner of it. So because of that answer, it sent out a whole outrage to where it seemed like she was downplaying all the blue collar folks, making them seem like that well, like being a bus driver is not good enough. You got to be the owner. You got to own something to be the boss. To do that, and I get it because that's a preference. That's cool.
Company owner drives his own shit.
Yeah.
That's why I pay motherfuckers to
Yeah.
do that shit.
So
I'm not doing that shit.
So I guess yesterday and stuff they was on Breakfast Club and I played a little snippet. So DJ Envy was stating his opinion on it, and they got to a really good debate about it.
And shout out to Charlotte and Envy and
Yeah.
the Breakfast Club. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah. So my thing is it's more like
Especially holding it down without Andrew.
Yeah, so my thing is-
I honestly didn't think they was going to like.
And shout out to you too.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
we still-
and since
Yeah,
Lucky
like, I
you
heard
came
that
in
show all the time.
banging
They don't
on the
got that
door.
same flair.
This is a good
These shows
perspective.
got
So
that
in
same
your
flair.
perspective, do you feel she's wrong?
I don't think she's wrong with her preference.
Yeah.
Like, if that's what you prefer, that's what you prefer. Like, I honestly can't think, I don't think that you can get mad at anyone about their preference. If that's what she wants, that's what she wants. Y'all can't get mad at her because that's what she wants.
So question real quick, because women have higher standards than I would say men, and I wholeheartedly stand behind that. Do women want a man that can do everything for them instead of a man that can do everything, with them and still be able to provide? Women look for happiness out of a nigga that can, spoil them versus a nigga that can, be able to spend time with them and enjoy it with them.
I can't speak for all women when it comes to that because I am not like that. Like, I don't need anyone to spoil me. I spoil myself. I am more so, I want us to don't play with me.
Huh?
No. I can only speak for myself because I don't know how other women are. Me personally, I prefer someone who's going to make me happy. Like, you don't have to spoil me. Like, if you're going to do something for me, like, I'm not going to ask you. I absolutely refuse to ask a man for absolutely anything. Now, if you're going to do it, by all means, do it. I'm not going to, take that away from you or anything.
Yeah.
But I would prefer for you to make me happy. Now, if you want to do something and you think it's going to make me happy, then yeah. Like, if you decide, like, hey, let's go here one weekend. Let's do this or whatever. And something like that would make me happy. Like, if it's something that will make me happy, yes. Do I want to do to just like, oh, well, she mad at me, let me go buy her a purse? No. Like, that's not going to fucking make me happy. Like, that's not what the fuck I want. Like, let's fix this problem so we can be happy. Like, if it's a problem, like, let's fix that and I will be happy with that. Materialistic things come and go.
Yeah.
Sorry. You can always lose materialistic things.
Hello.
Yeah, so with that being said and stuff, do you feel like her answer for a preference do you think it went over everybody's head, or do you feel like the way that she responded to the answer felt like she was
probably
being
the way that she responded.
like disrespecting the blue collar?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I don't think she meant to come off that way, but it's certain ways that people take it. Like I don't think she meant to fuck the bus driver. I want the one who owned it. It's just her preference. Like I would prefer the person who owned it versus the person who's driving it. Pretty much. Is how I'm gonna assume she meant it.
No ID got something to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
no,
up?
I
No ID. Yeah.
Stretch him. I gotta go. Who
Yeah.
is she? Who's this girl?
Again, she's doing a little bit of research. She is a ex-lawyer. She was previously engaged to a white man, but they broke up simply because they're stating that he was trying to take care of. He was trying to be more. The focus was more on his kids and stuff. Not to say he didn't want to marry her, but
But I mean, what does she do as a career now?
she has a book that's she's about to sell.
So
that came out.
Ex-lawyer, ex-TV star?
Yeah,
Well, she was a TV star?
Oh, she was on TV.
I think it's the Housewives.
Some kind of
Like the
so
Housewives or
reality
something.
TV. Some,
Yeah.
some fake shit that don't matter.
Yeah.
So no, I was stretching, but as I said, this just reminded me of the B. Simone shit when she was like, she only want to date motherfuckers who can has the same lifestyle that she has, because it's like, well, that's just a preference, because it's like she's put herself in a situation where she can have that luxury and lifestyle. So, and she wants a man who can have that same schedule flexibility and availability. Like she could drop all her scheduled shit for that day and fly out the country. Can the nigga she dealing with do that? Do you got to call off work and schedule this? Like, she want a motherfucker to be able to do the same shit she could. And it's like, okay, but like you said, it was her delivery when she originally said it that was fucked up, and that's why the whole controversy started. I feel like it's the same thing. It's like, she might not be knocking the bus driver, or, like you said, the preference of dating the owner, but it's just your delivery. Like, make sure you state that, because bus drivers make great fucking money.
Yeah.
So, like, why she sitting here talking that shit for them bus drivers that get up and be on that fucking route at 4 or 5 in the morning and then be done at 3 type shit? Them niggas make a lot of motherfucking money.
And
Better than a lot of motherfuckers who out here with a lot of solid ass jobs. Like, trades and blue collar jobs are very still high paying. So it's like, so that nigga has he probably, his lifestyle probably ain't extremely luxurious, but he probably didn't become a bus driver for that, though. He probably became a bus driver for the stability, and that's what that type of profession provides. So it's like, if you dating a bus driver, you're definitely going to be financially stable for sure, because that nigga going to be able to handle whatever fucking portion of his shit that y'all are sharing. So it's like,
so my thing is that everybody has a preference, but the thing about it is,
don't shit on you don't got to shit on other people.
well, not that, it's more of the preference that you want is that's something that you need.
I'm scratching.
So
Everybody has preference, but is that something?
no.
No.
But at the same time, to counter question that, it's just when you get it, because that's what I'm saying. Everybody don't get that. Everybody don't get their preference.
Yeah.
So it's even if you do, you be like, huh. Some people be disappointed with that.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
Now,
Because
some
because the reason I'm saying that's because I think it's more look, everybody has a preference. That's cool. That's great. But are you putting in the work to get that preference of what you want? Because everybody got their wants, but what about your needs? Your needs are more important than your wants.
But I mean, I got a full Kevin Samuels kind of movie. I'm about to say this. It sound like you're channeling that Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
If this is what you want, what do you bring to the table to get there?
Yeah.
If you want the business owner of the bus company, who are you? Why is he? What do you bring to the table? Are you the Chick-fil-A girl, or you the motherfucker? That's all I was asking.
And can you keep that energy?
Yeah.
As a male or female,
you got
can
the
you keep that
PhD
energy?
with a private practice type shit, what type of fucking bag you bring?
Because I would say more of all right, she got the career, that's cool, that's great, but is that giving her the outcome that she wants? Because from what they're talking about in our personal life, it's not
I'm
showing
gonna
that.
say plus. When did
It's not showing
I'm gonna
that.
say,
And she's 40, and she doesn't have any kids. But a
I'm
dude,
about to say-
but a dude that was actually wanting to marry you and stuff, he probably saw what everybody's seeing right now. It was like, hold on, I'm proposing to you. Once you be my wife, you're gonna be, and I got kids and stuff. You're gonna be like that. Nah, I'm cool. So that's
plus at
where.
the same time, whoever the fuck said, I mean, like, the fact that we still hold on to the career determines, like, what type of shit you're gonna have, like,
Yeah.
happiness and all that shit. It was just like, that shit sounds stupid because it's like, motherfuckers who go to college and spend, like, anywhere from 4 to 8 years in college for either lawyer, doctor, and shit like that. You're like, cool, you're dating a fucking lawyer. However, 9 times out of 10, that lawyer, he's been to school for 8+ years. So when y'all having arguments and shit, this nigga's textbooking your ass in y'all arguments. He's fucking breaking your shit down, like. So then you be like, damn, I didn't think, like, this is the flip side of that type of shit. Like, you dating a fucking doctor. Cool. That nigga making doctor bread, he live this type of lifestyle, but this motherfucker's also telling you about your lifestyle choices constantly and how you probably could be doing shit that, like.
Yeah.
So it's like, just
And
because,
there's nothing wrong with
because
that, but
motherfucker
it's
got
like-
the career,
Yeah.
they may not necessarily mean like the personality and the career go hand in hand, because a lot of times it don't.
Yeah.
You be meeting some of the most golden attitude people who work at like the fucking, like I said, maybe a Chick-fil-A type person. You be like, damn, this person's a fucking great individual. Like,
Yeah.
we need more people like you in the world.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You got lawyers and doctors. You be like, bro, like, I work in a hospital and I see firsthand motherfuckers who just got that job just for the money. Don't really
Yeah.
give a
Yeah,
fuck about
but
people.
then
Don't really
that's
give a
even
fuck about
worse.
people.
That's even
And
worse.
It's like, you only did this, like, motherfuckers who were techs and became nurses, and I'm thinking,
I hate them nurses. I hate
yeah,
them.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I've seen the motherfuckers who are like the patient care techs, the ones where you doing all the grunt work for the nurses while you're going to nursing school full time and you're trying to work full time. So I've seen these motherfuckers graduate and become nurses, and I'm thinking, you finna break the cycle because you know exactly how it felt to be treated like shit, to be treated like this peon ass person. So you become a nurse, and I'm like, you doing your own leg work, you getting your own labs, yada yada yada. No, motherfuckers turn
And
around
you still doing the
perpetuate
same
cycle.
fucking shit.
I'm like, I fucking hate those people, and what's so crazy, and I seen those people, it was like, I was like, damn, I thought you was a cool person. Your personality when you was this, you were way more chill, way more humble. Now that you a nurse,
It's like they take the career and stuff, and then it goes
it
goes above their head.
But
It's like,
I'm not
what
saying
about
all
the
of them do
humbleness?
that. There are
You busted
still
your ass to
some-
get to the spot.
There are
You
still
should be
some
humbled about it.
who have become nurses, and I'm like, the attitude and personality.
Yeah,
is the same.
it just-
they still exude the same shit that they did, and it's like, kudos to you. But that whole the career, like the personality, motherfuckers be in fields just because it's just
Because of the money, and it's like the money comes
that's
and
not
go.
the field you need to
You
be
die, you can't take the money with you.
in.
I mean, yeah, you can,
So you
you
might as well
know,
just go for motherfuckers.
I mean,
like you might as well go for like if you had to put it on the scale of like financial stability and like happiness, like you need to find like somebody who's like able to provide or maintain
and
not financial shit, but you need to focus on more of who make you happy.
yeah, but I also need to add too. It's like they're talking about the happiness, and I'm after, and I want you, agree, disagree. But from what women always say, they always expect for the man to be happy. But also, what I found out is, why do you think it's our responsibility to make you happy, whereas we should both come together and be happy as one?
I don't see anything wrong with
Yeah.
it. I don't see anything wrong with both of us being happy.
most women disagree though. 95% of them do.
Because I feel like that's stupid, because what's the purpose of me being happy and you being pissed off? Because now that I know you pissed off, it's only going to make me pissed off because you're mad. So
So let me ask you a
why
question.
can't we both be happy?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
You make, let's say, $250,000 a year, and this nigga only makes 40,000.
Which is the average. Like I would say about 42,500, which is the average.
Okay.
So, like, he does everything to make you happy, but in the back of your mind, you like, damn, like this nigga don't make the money I bring.
Like, I feel like I'm probably the wrong chick to have on here because my mind frame is completely different.
No, you're the right chick.
No, because like my mind frame is completely different from most of these females. Like, I don't don't look at things at a financial.
You're not
thing.
bougie, and that's why I said you're the right chick.
Like I don't.
95% of females. I'm not trying to cut you off. Shonta. But 95% of females are bougie. They want a nigga that's gonna bring everything to the fucking table, to the same fucking table they built, so they can sit there and enjoy the fucking luxuries of it. And that's the problem with society today.
This is true.
If I build the table and I bring something to the table, and you bring something more than I bring, monetary wise, okay, fuck it. But bitch, we still eating at the same fucking table that I built. So understand that. And that's the problem with society today.
I want to go back on that thing with subject too about the whole, you know, when you asked, you know, if you built the table and you could cook and blah 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 and all this other stuff, right? Okay, what if the female does the exact same thing? Like, what if she already got her own table?
Then meet me in the middle.
Huh?
Meet me in the middle then.
Okay.
And then we progress
eat on the
from
TV
there.
trays.
I'll put it like this. I'm gonna piggyback on what you say.
TV dinner
Like, so when we say what do you bring to the table, it's other than sex, other than well I cook and clean, I do this and that. We do the same thing too. Other than that, we're looking for a helpmate. We're looking for somebody that's gonna,
Understandable.
Fit, feminine, cooperative, non-argumentative. Meaning, yes, we're gonna have disagreements, but if you want the man to lead, let the man lead. You should be feminine in your ways. Two alphas don't work together. There's a yin and a yang.
So
the balance.
Let's not say helpmate. Let's say partner.
Okay,
Let's say
partner. We'll put it like
want
that.
a
Partner.
We want a partner.
Understandable.
We bring equal things to this table.
You can split it down. You could be like, well, you cook. All right, cool. The person can wash dishes. It could be, switcheroo.
I have
Like stuff like that. We talking about building together, building a foundation.
I have absolutely no problem with that at all. I'm just used to doing literally everything myself. Like,
But the thing
I
about it is
have
we
had
do
to.
the same thing too. So
That's-
that's not an excuse. That's called being a responsible adult.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. You don't meet too many responsible adults that meet each other. Like, it's always someone doing way more than the other.
Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's not at all.
But it's constantly being pushed every single time. It's supposed to be together as one.
This is true, but you don't find too many like that out here, though. Is the thing?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say you don't. I haven't. I'm gonna put it that way. I haven't
about
found
say,
anyone like that yet.
I'll give her credit.
Come
I
again?
mean, a lot of
I said I give you your credit.
times, most motherfuckers run into people who are entitled because like they were, and then but all this shit go back to like how you was raised and like the type of lifestyle like your parents provided type shit. Because if you was a motherfucker who was like, if you was the type of motherfucker who came up like knowing motherfuckers was gonna do shit for you, you're gonna carry that. It's like you're gonna carry a part of that with you, knowing like if I meet a motherfucker, I'm just assuming, and this person fucks with me, they're gonna do for me, just because like I've been accustomed to receive that. So it's like a lot of, like you said, a lot of people don't really develop the independent, responsible shit to like later on in their life when they're forced to like face that part of life. All right, I moved out of a parent's house, now I gotta bills, car notes, yada yada. So now when you have all these things to do and you're forced to develop that level of responsibility, now it's like, okay, then some people just be like, well, I'm tired of doing it. And that's what I'm saying, at some point you still kind of revert back to it because it's like, I'm tired of doing it now. Now I want a motherfucker to
And not to
take care
interrupt
of
you,
me.
yeah,
Like,
not to interrupt you or anything, but I'm gonna add on to it as well. It's like we all get fucking tired,
I'm about
but
to say,
you still
that's
gotta
life,
do it till
bro.
you fucking die.
That's
So
what I said, that's life, bro. You just
So,
kinda gotta,
even if you are rich,
So,
you
so,
still
so one thing.
they still gotta get up early
Yeah.
and figure out how to keep making the money that's making them rich.
Just not to rebuttal on what No ID said. He said it goes back to how you were raised, stuff like that. You can change if you want to change.
True.
So it's all on that said person.
True.
Fuck how I was raised. If I want
A lot of
different,
people don't
I
get out of
can-
that though.
And see, and that's the fucking problem.
A lot of
That's the
people don't
So-
get out of that.
problem.
so to add on to
They
that,
double down on it and like,
or
Yeah.
and it becomes a hindrance because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers who like their parents raised them like my daddy taught me how to get it out the mud from like 4. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So you're a motherfucker who knows how to hustle, make it happen, get it done, yada yada. So now you don't know how to receive help. So now you the type of motherfucker who
Or be humble.
that too.
Or
So
be
it's
humble.
like- and it is so crazy that nigga Vicious put a post on Facebook and he was like, one of the lessons, like lesson 12 that I'm gonna teach my son, there's a difference between arrogance and confidence.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. He was like, you can still hold your head up high and not look down on somebody. And I was like, damn, that's some real ass shit.
But do you feel it's more of like a sense of, would you be like a little bit of the entitlement and their ego? Like sometimes you have to get out of your ego. In the sense of the entitlement.
But
Like,
what's making you get out of it though? That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like what's
person.
driving, like what Lupe is saying, what is,
Yeah.
you can change, but what's driving you to change?
the other person.
I don't think
Or
so.
shit, you don't
I
have
was
to
saying, I
have
don't
another
think so.
person. It can just be you in
I
general.
was about to say, I feel like certain parts of your life that you go through, like if you don't never have a kid, and then like you see motherfuckers, or majority of people who have kids are, they've had to become responsible in certain things because you're a parent. So
Yeah.
it's like, all right, cool. So you've developed that. A lot of people who like haven't had kids, I'm not saying they aren't responsible, but it's like some people may have it, some people may not. But it's a certain part. Like if you're a parent, that part of your life you had to adapt to that and become like. Because there's a lot of shit. Because I just look at my own personal sense. Like there's a lot of shit that I was doing before I became a dad. At 22, 23, I was very selfish. Like I wanted to just do me, which as I should. In my early 20s, money was coming in, how it was coming in, cool. I don't really have any financial things to be responsible for besides the shit that I want.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, now you're 23, you have a child now. So it's like, all right, so now I got to figure out how to be in life and make the type of lifestyle that I still want for myself, but being there for my kid. And it's like,
But then I have to ask you that too.
so because every time I think, I'll be like, damn, what type of motherfucker would I be if I didn't have my son or my kids? And then I'm like, I don't know, would I still like that nigga, or like would I still be like cool with who that person was?
But then we have to ask as well, if you're going to do that, is it more of like a sacrifice, or is it more of a choice? Because you can also say as well.
It's both.
That's what I'm saying. You can also say as
You're
well.
choosing to sacrifice.
Yeah, you choosing to
Because
sacrifice.
there's motherfucking parents out here, or there's motherfucking people out here who still choose themselves over their priorities.
Yeah,
and their
I was about to
responsibilities.
get into
They
that.
still just
Yeah.
choose themselves, and you like, how? Like how? Like I get it. Like I was raised in the house as an only child, and I was raised to like I was spoiled. But my mom also taught me how to like, because dad, he wasn't. I'm not saying he wasn't in the picture, but his involvement in how I turned out wasn't. The role he played wasn't as big as what my mom did.
Yeah.
So it's like, so the way my mom did it, it was like all she knew coming up was because she was the oldest of 7 or 8. So it's like she was already at a young age. I am responsible for my younger siblings because that's how her parents and grandparents put her in that situation. So you had to be. So like my mother is not really. I mean, as she got older, it's like she's not really affectionate. Like as far as like, I see you bummed out, let me come hug you, rub your back. She's not like, let me soften you type shit. She hard. She like, shit, nigga, you go cry in the corner, get your shit out, wipe your face, come out, and we get back to it.
Now,
like,
to piggyback on that, because of that experience, do you apply that to your kids, or do you make that change? Do you not repeat the same cycle of what you experienced?
It depends. Some people took it and it kind of. Some people took it and applied it and it works out for them, but some people just could never get from under the trauma of what that growing up was like. So it just depends on like your mental fortitude and how you, like, did you look at them as just like these are lessons that are going to help me, or they was just on my ass about shit all the time. It's your perspective. Yeah. So if your perspective about how you came up wasn't right, then if you're not looking at it the way that it was intended to, because like everybody ain't perfect. So parenting styles was always different. You got the rougher parents. I want you to be prepared for this life. You got the parents who, it was rough for me, so I'm going to do everything for you because I don't want you to have to deal with that roughness. So it's like, I see the positives and I see the negatives in both, because it's like, the one who's like, I don't want you to ever deal with any roughs, like the rough stuff in life, you're going to fuck them up because life is rough. you can't protect them from everything that life is gonna hand you.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it. I don't want you to deal with. That's what's gonna make them able to deal with that shit. You gotta. That's why motherfuckers always say them old saying. You gotta let them fall and scrape their knee and shit. You gotta let a motherfucker fall. You have to. It sucks. As a parent, it sucks when you like baby proof and shit, and your kids still find a way to fuck themselves up. You be like, bro, how, nigga? How? I just buckled you in. You got pillows around you, and you still found a way to tip yourself over.
The fuck is you doing?
Yes. Like so it's like, goddamn. But it's like it also builds. You be like, okay, well, you burned your hand on that stove because you was doing too fucking much. Now you know not to do that shit.
Yeah.
So
Now see that builds character for the parent, but also it instills inside the children. Hot, daddy, hot. So they learn how to say. They learn how to not grab that motherfucker. Like, oh, this shit hot.
Yeah.
So, Gunnar, did you want to add anything, or did we hit any points, or did you something that you want to include as well?
Actually, I was.
Yeah.
No lie, you said a lot. Not a lot like you said exactly some shit I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Because and even the word like trauma. Because
A lot of people don't phrase it as that.
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, a hard childhood was just a rough childhood that motherfuckers had to deal with. No, nigga, that's trauma. Mama made you go get the switch and she beat your ass from A to Z, sun up to sundown type shit, old and new. That's traumatizing. Well, I think for some people, because it's like they didn't know how to get out of that trauma.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you, like, that's why I said your perspective. If you looked at it like, well, I used to wild out and I got my ass beat for it. But if I didn't, I was just going to be a motherfucker who kept doing wild shit. So it's your perspective of how you looked at it. So it's like, but some people be like, they was just always mean to me.
I was like, Gunna to speak on that only because I know what Gunna's been through. And Gunna has progressed and moved up.
I knew one of y'all was going to get in on it because I'm just like,
like you, bro, like you have been going up and up through the fucking food chain. And you've been through some shit.
And some of us have actually seen it from our eyes of what you experienced.
Facts.
And so it's more like
Facts.
and then like out of all of that, instead of it like really affecting you and try to bring you down, you always manage to figure out a way to be like, you know what? Okay, that happened, but I'm gonna take this, fuel this into myself,
perspective,
and put this and make myself the best version I could possibly be.
perspective, and mental fortitude.
And I'm giving you an example.
Because, sorry, I ain't trying to correct me if I'm wrong. Did you have mental fortitude before the military or after? Like, was you tough in the head before you joined the Marines?
Yeah.
So you already knew life gonna kick your ass and shit gonna be hard. So that helped you do the shit you did when you was in the military. So you was like, the military probably enhanced that. Maybe not in a healthy way because it's the military and they do whatever the fuck they do. But they built on that shit. That's, you know, but I don't know everything that motherfucking military people go through, but 9 times out of 10, like PTSD, and we wouldn't have all this shit about PTSD and military trauma if it wasn't happening. So clearly, the shit that y'all be going through is real shit. Motherfuckers don't be knowing how to deal with that shit afterwards. But some people take it, flip it, and it works for them because of their mental fortitude and the perspective they're looking at it from.
Yeah, but I definitely want to put this over to Gunner because, like I said, you know, we're giving Gunner his props because if he doesn't know it, you know, he always Gunner. From my perspective, Gunner always been that person where he's always been like, you know, hey, you know, it is what it is, but I'm gonna move forward. But a lot of stuff that he had as goals, he accomplished a lot, and he doesn't get his props or the flowers. And I just want to, you know, hear from his perspective, the acknowledgement, the respect.
So before Gunner speaks,
yeah,
I remember walking through the mall, and I heard, "Lupe." I looked down. No, I looked up. Matter of fact, look up. I looked up and looked down, whatever. And I seen Gunner, and he's filling out an application for a firefighter. But lo and behold, that was shit. I wouldn't get married then. So that had to be 2008. Yeah, 2008. Gunna was in St. Clair Square.
Shout out to St. Clair.
He called my name. And then now, look at him now. He's a sergeant. And I know the shit he's been through. Whether it's on the job or off the job. Because it's my brother. Let him do that. But Gunna, where you been there?
Yeah. But yeah, Gunna, this is your time, man.
So I mean, there's a lot of things. To get, so I'm trying to keep it more so on the trauma thing growing up.
Yeah.
A lot of, like you said, it's depending on that person's mentality and how they take it. Because like, let's say getting an ass whooping as a kid, especially as a kid, I mean, you probably looking at it as punishment or whatever. I mean, it is a punishment, but like looking at it negatively. But in reality, now that you're grown, you look back at your childhood, you look, oh, that wasn't bad. That wasn't traumatizing. They did this because I was fucking up, and they did it to straighten me out. Now, at this, when moving forward, you having kids, do you take that and do the same to your kid, or was it too traumatizing for you that you don't ever want to whoop your kids?
Yeah,
it's your how you perceive what happened to you. Me personally, like, the shit wasn't traumatizing. It was done. I would probably do everything that was done to me, disciplinary wise, to my kids. But it's also trial and error, because at the end of the day, there's a goal you're trying to reach as a parent. You got to raise these kids, and you got to raise them to be outstanding citizens. That you don't want them to be.
Don't respond to, everybody definitely don't respond to the same.
So like a punishment might not work like a punishment, like taking stuff away punishment. It might need an ass whooping, but you're gonna have to learn that.
Look at the corner.
Trial and error through your kids. I do believe that a negative reinforcement should be done for bad behavior.
Yeah.
And also don't think. I mean, some kids do work where you could yell at them and they just boo-hoo cry, learn their lesson. You could probably just yell at a kid, scold them, and that'll work. Some kids you might have to be physical. Other kids you can take shit away.
That was my crippling. My mama figured out. She was like, I was intimidated by her, so she was like, ass whoopings was like they was here and there, but I know based off because she paid attention to what kind of kids she had. She like, you like playing your game, you like doing this XYZ type shit, you like hanging out with your friends, cool. I'm gonna cut off your extracurricular shit. So like she do bogus shit, like leave the fucking system in the house and take all the controllers. So like I could cut that bitch off and just stare at the screen and be like, until I wised up and was like, hey, started borrowing my homeboy shit.
Yeah.
And then she caught on to that and was just like, fuck it. Now the whole system is in the. So I knew she hit it. So I'm like, she's like, I'm going in my motherfucking room. So I was searching in the room, and I don't know. She got like photographic memories. She like know exactly the way everything was left. She be like, bro, why was you in my shit? I'm like, huh? What you talking about? She's
You know
like,
what?
bro.
You know what's even more fucked up is when your mom takes you as a punishment to go see fucking Waiting to Excel.
What the
Wait,
hell?
what?
Yeah.
To go see what?
Yeah. So Wayne, well, not to be off topic, but pick it back up. Like the worst punishment instead of getting whoopings and everything else. I ain't got so many goddamn whoopings.
You whoop ass.
Especially with like a little baby 2x4. That's when I was really fucking up. But I think the worst punishment was when you can't watch TV, but your mom is in school and stuff, and she has to watch. She read the book Waiting to Excel. I had to read that motherfucker too. And she was like, "We're gonna see this movie. It's the only time you're gonna see this movie. If you see any nudity, you have to cover your eyes." So I was scarred for life watching looking at Waiting to Excel. So I know that movie by fucking heart. And then after the punishment and everything else, your mom takes you to, her girlfriend's house and stuff. And what's the first thing they fucking play in the VCR? Fucking Waiting to Excel. Soon as the goddamn movie logo, y'all hear the 20th Century Fox logo, and all of a sudden I hear, ladies and gentlemen, this is. I'm like, oh shit. You know it by fucking heart. So every time I be like, God damn. I'm traumatized for that shit. But yeah.
So there's but also having like another part of like my upbringing. Like, you got a sibling that's a year younger than me, and we got treated completely different.
Yeah.
And
yes.
like she got everything under the sun. Whatever she wanted, hell, she'd murder somebody and they'd bail out of jail, fight the case, and like, oh, she didn't do it. But like, I didn't get those kind of handouts growing up, and I get like trying to be, understand, girl, boy, like making you tough. Like I don't give to. There's a certain level of toughness that you do, but like I didn't get nothing, so I had to work hard for everything that I wanted.
Yeah.
Completely different with me.
And I got everything. I don't say I got everything I want, but I learned that I had to work to get what I wanted. I don't think as a kid I should have had to work that hard. But in return, now that is a trauma thing for me. Because part of me, I don't want to do that to my kids. I don't want them to have to work that hard to get the things that they want. I do want to teach them the morals of working to get what you want, but I don't want to have to close the door on your dreams.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I know that's a trauma thing for me, but something I'm gonna do different. It did make me know who I am, but I do see, which I'm happy with who I am, but I just look back and it shouldn't have been that bad on me.
So, Gunner, let me ask you a question. You rode that 4-wheeler back to Big E house because you weren't supposed to be where you was. So how would you feel if you had a son and he was, let's say, at his girlfriend's house and you pulled up and then he pulls up on that 4-wheeler like, ooh, shit.
You an asshole. Because obviously the punishment didn't work.
I'm with Gunner.
Hold on.
No.
No, let me revise myself.
Uh-oh.
So, Gunner,
Wait a minute.
Gunner, you went through that stuff, let's say in the 90s. A lot of people don't remember the 90s. We do. But you have a son, he goes on a 4-wheeler ride to his old lady house. And then out the blue, he's like, oh shit, I gotta go. You get home. And then your son comes home. And you ask him like, why you pulling up on the 4-wheeler? Like, where the fuck you been? He's like, oh, I went to somebody or so-and-so house. Like, you gonna punish him? Or you gonna be like, you know what? Hey, I've been there.
It depends on the boundaries. Like, did I tell him he can't ride the 4-wheeler? Was he already on punishment? Like, what's the situation?
Yeah. He already on punishment.
Okay, he on punishment. He went, hey, I've been there. But at the same time, you're on punishment because you did something wrong. So now I caught you in the act of just ignoring the punishment.
You deliberately disobeyed.
You're going to get punished again. I understand, like, I've been there too, but it ain't about what I've done or being there. This is about disciplining you to make you, to give you discipline and structure.
So you're going to repeat it?
Huh?
You're going to repeat it?
That's not nothing I'm talking about negatively. Yes, I'm going to repeat it. I think all that shit has positive influence. That's not what I'm talking about, the negative shit in my life. My ass whippings and punishments were well deserved. Maybe some was excessive. Like, my dad was very strict. So, like, I got punished for everything. And that's the only thing I'm going to do differently. I'm not going to punish him for everything. Now, you still in the 4-wheeler while for whatever reason I put you on punishment, for whatever reason that is. You still in the 4-wheeler, yes, you're getting punished again. Or some kind of punishment. But I'm not going to be as hard, like, in a sense. Like, my dad punished me for everything. 1, and 2, the one of the things my dad didn't do that I hope to change with the kid, he didn't talk to me. Like, I don't say like I was just a kid in the room. Like, we didn't have communications. Like, we have a good conversation. He didn't talk like, what are you thinking? What do you want to do? Like, he didn't talk. He just provided.
Oh, okay.
And gave discipline and structure, but it was no communication. Anything I had to talk about, I had to go to my grandmother, my uncle. Those are the people I had my conversations with. It wasn't with my dad because he was strict. I was scared to talk to him because anything I said or did, it was like, you're not going to do that because I told you not to. Like, I don't want the scolding. I want some advice type thing. Like, when me and my girl was
like, you got a lecture. Every time, like, I would go visit, I'm like, I feel like every time we talk about shit. And it was like, now that I've grown up and I know how my dad is, I'm like, okay.
Now you
was just trying to put me on game on shit. But at the time, that's not what I needed. I didn't need to get put on game at 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, you trying to steady put me on game, and it's just like, nigga, I just want a fun dad at this point. I just want to.
It's like, where's my
Well,
damn
it
sit and spin?
So like,
Where's
I
going
know
to the park?
One of the like my girlfriend I had at the time, we were being curious on having sex. So I didn't have this conversation with my dad, even though I wanted to, because it's a man. Instead, I had to go talk to my mama, and she sent me condoms. She gave me condoms to have safe sex. If you're experimenting, or like you guys are curious, like at least practice safe sex. This way you
Safe
don't pop.
sex is great.
That way you don't come up with
a
no.
latex.
Don't-
We don't want that latex.
Don't have any
I think
kids.
I'm latex.
Now my dad found the condoms, and he got mad
So
about
wrap
it.
it up.
He asked where I got it from. I said my mama, but then he had a whole argument with my mom about it, and he was like, he don't need to be fucking. Period. Like that's not the answer. I understand that you feel I don't need to be fucking, but at the end of the day, you ain't around all the time. There's gonna be some opportunity where we're gonna be trying to get it in. So with that, safe sex. So part of that conversation, hey, look, son, you too young to be having sex, blah blah. I don't want you doing it, but I mean, I can't be around all the time, blah blah.
If you find yourself in that situation,
This is
Yeah.
you need to use. That's the kind of conversation
put
like
you
I
on
want
game,
to.
yeah.
So let me ask you this. So do you feel like
Especially if I'm a teenager, I'm a young teenager.
No,
So hormones is going, so it's different like a 7-year-old son coming out saying, you ain't fucking.
so let me ask you this, in a father type role, do you feel like, I'm gonna use movies as an analogy or stuff, do you feel like you should have had that character of Furious from Boys in the Hood, where he was strict but he was trying to teach you responsibility?
Yes. The only other issue which I find is freaking frustrating,
Yeah.
kids, people don't understand the message that you're trying to teach them. A lot of times when you're trying to teach a message, they're not perceiving it. So that's going to be the hard part, is trying to get your message across to make sure this kid understands.
And this is the thing with my son. We had a conversation about this like 2 weeks ago. He was like, I asked him, I said, do you know why I don't whoop you? He was like, well, I said, there's no wrong answer here. Why do you think I don't whoop you? He was like, well, because you don't want to seem mean. I was like, that's part of it. And I was like, what else do you think? And he was like, well, I don't think you would me because you don't want people like saying stuff to you or in your business. I was like, well, I'm your dad. If I do, that's just the decision I made, and they're gonna have to fucking deal with it and come see me about it.
Yeah.
But I said the reason I don't whoop you is because like most of the time people use like whoopings and shit like that as a fear tactic. His mom already do that. I mean, I don't give a fuck about putting shit out there. His mom already do that.
Yeah.
Like, he's scared of his mom, like, in a sense that, like, he do some shit, he knows she gonna beat that ass. So I'm like, okay, so there's a difference. I'm like, I want you to, that's why I talk to you. I want you to learn from it. Like, if you, I said, I'm gonna give you an example. You steal, I beat your ass. It's gonna make you scared to steal again. You're not gonna understand why stealing was wrong in the first place. I want you to understand why stealing is wrong from the jump.
Right.
You don't take some shit that don't belong to you. Now, if you caught an ass whooping because of it, cool, but the ass whooping solidifies the message of you shouldn't be taking shit from people from the jump. Not just beating your ass just to beat your ass because you stole it. Now, you just think you caught a fucking whooping and you don't really understand why. And a lot of kids caught those whoopings. I don't understand why. And like he said, there was no message behind it. I'm like, well, that's why I'm like, you're a smart kid. Like this generation of kids, they're fucking smart. Crack, like these kids are smart as shit. And half the time it took for me to probably get that smart at that age. Now granted, some of the stuff he didn't dealt with at 7, I was like, shit, nigga, I was walking myself home from school at 7, watching myself at 7. Yeah. And I'm like, you're 7, you're not at that level because your mom just, whatever the fuck, the parenting is different. So I'm like, but I want you to understand. Like, that's why I'm not whooping you. I feel like I can talk to you. I feel like you'll get it. I'm like, you already getting it. I feel like you need to get your ass whooped twice for the same shit. And sorry for kids who had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, your mama beat your ass. Wait till your daddy get home. You're going to tell your daddy about it. And then it's like,
my bad.
I was like, damn.
Bob, by the way.
No. Mom gets tired. And then
like what Kevin Hart said. As soon as I get home, you tell him, go in there and fuck him up. What? I just got home. What did he do? He disrespected. Go in there and beat his ass. Now you gotta go give a confused ass whooping. Like, look, she told me to do it, so it's either I beat your ass or like. And it's like the kids who had to do that shit is like, it's fucked up because it's like they still didn't get the message.
Yeah.
You just got twice the ass whooping. Probably even worse from your dad because like dads just go harder at the whoopings than moms for some reason type shit. So it's like now you done got 2 ass whoopings, your ass twice as raw, and you still just like you didn't get nothing out of it.
You did.
You did.
You learned not to whatever you did to your mom.
Your ass is
that's
bloody
what
red.
you learned. You might not have understood why, but you knew not to do that no more.
Facts. But see, that's how I know, because like with my mom coming up, it was like I learned who my mother was.
Yeah.
Like I had me and my sister, because like me and my sister on my mama's side, we 19 years apart. So she had a totally different version of my mother. She had 18-year-old to whatever year old my mother before I was born.
Yeah.
So this is young, fiery, fresh out of East St. Louis, like just she getting her ass beat, old school, 70s, 80s growing up, getting that ass toe up. Good times. I'm 19 years later. I'm born 93.
Yeah.
She's late 30s. So it's like you done already been. You're in a different part of your life now, so your tactics are still somewhat the same, but not as.
How you execute them is going to be different.
Yeah, so plus she was like, I'm learning, like I know who my kid is. Like he's not a bad kid where I gotta beat his ass all the time for everything. I know he's a good kid, he just do dumb kid shit like kids do. So she was like, I realized that taking your shit away and keeping you from hanging out with your friends hurts you a lot more than this fucking belt. Like the belt gonna hurt, but it's like you'll cry, sleep it off, whatever, you back to being a kid. Taking your shit for a couple weeks, you can't touch that motherfucker, or knowing all your friends finna go hang out, or this sleepover's happening, or this party happening, and you can't go, whew.
That's
Nigga, that shit was worse than any type of fucking, bruh.
Looking out of the window, you
That's
can't
a
even
cut.
go outside.
That's a cut.
Nigga, that's poison ivy and chicken pox that you can't scratch,
Yeah.
nigga. Like, that's just inside you. You be like, and I'm talking about, I got smart. I realized, like, okay, so this type of
Like,
shit. But that's why I say it
come
depends
on,
on,
come on
it depends
outside.
on,
I can't.
it depends on your perception. So I was like, I got smart. So I realized it was like, okay, well, doing this shit will get these type of results. So instead of, because like I always make this joke with my mama, said my sister got the dynamite version of my mama. I got the landmine version. You still gonna get your ass blown up, but you gotta know where to step. I figured out where the fuck to step to avoid getting my ass blown off. So it's like, okay, you step here, fuck, your shit gone. All right, cool. Let me do this. Still dangerous, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned to navigate. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
You had room to move around, like
exactly.
all right, cool.
So
Are you sure, or did you F9 it?
oh no, hell no,
Dangerous.
hell no. But that's just, you know. But like I said, it's just different. But that's why part of the reason. But that's how I know how it feels growing up, like just getting whoopings. Like, and my mom would give me the message as to why I was wrong as well.
Yeah.
But part of me still only, like, I received the message, but, and I was like, that's why I said sometimes, like, if you don't get the message across, then the whooping just doesn't do shit but just whooping. Like, if you, like, here's the message of why I was wrong, but the whooping just solidifies, like, okay, this is wrong. And 9 times out of 10, like, this, like, severe shit happens.
Unless you're just a really badass kid and whoopings don't phase you.
So that's, you just a different breed of
That's,
motherfucker.
that was my brother. Like, that nigga got his ass whooped.
You
by literally
gangbang a serial
everything
killer
under the
for
sun.
no reason. Like, you
And
sitting here
he-
taking ass whoopings like,
Like it's fucking torture porn. Oh yeah.
Like,
Beat
this
that
nigga
ass.
got
Do
beat
that.
by 2 by 4
Yeah.
and some more shit.
ooh,
He's still-
no. Go get the new
Same
one.
one.
What? What did you just say to me?
So then question.
And wrapping up, go ahead.
So then question to you. Damn, what are we talking about?
Shonta.
Shonta, yeah.
Yeah, try that again, grasshopper.
Yes.
The Uchi Coochie line going off.
Oh. My alarm is going off to be somebody else. So you having siblings that were a sibling. They're like, damn, like you need to go watch them. How do you feel about your niece and nephew?
My niece and nephew.
Shout out to them because you've been posting them about.
Oh yeah, they're my babies.
Yes.
They are spoiled brats, and I absolutely loathe the way that they are being raised.
So low, so you hate.
I do. I really, really do.
Loathe, hate.
I do.
L-O-A-C-H-E.
Look at that.
L-O-A-C-H-E.
I'm about to say like new word.
So the thing is, the way that my niece and nephew are being raised, their mom is deaf, so she don't discipline them at all. Their dad, their mom is deaf.
Deaf, nigga?
Yeah. Their dad is also deaf, but he can hear a tiny bit, but he don't whoop them. Only thing he do is yell at them. The thing is, they're more afraid of him than anything. Stop it. Okay. They're more afraid
Did
of
you hear
him
him say that? Did you hear what he said?
But then, but like when it comes to my,
you heard what I said? Nigga,
my
did
mother
you?
and my sisters with raising them.
God damn.
I hate y'all.
Bro,
Shit.
it wasn't. I seen this. I wasn't gonna laugh. I wasn't gonna laugh. So I saw this nigga. This nigga said. This nigga trying to hide behind his phone, but that boy said. I said he trying to hide behind the arm of the couch. I'm looking at the nigga like. I said, okay, so I ain't the only one around. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
The other day, me and her was talking.
Shit.
She was like, she was like,
I bet that shit tough, bro.
she's like, yeah. So said something. I'm like, did she say that with her hands?
He gonna say, did she say that with her hands? I'm like, bro, like
my nigga, she.
I'm like, she texted, sir. The fuck. But no, like the way my sisters and my mom is raising them, they're spoiling them to be soft. And it really, really pisses me off. Because like, okay, like I know it's kinda like they like as far as my niece is a chunky girl. Like she really is. And so she don't like to be called fat. I call her fat. Not to traumatize her or anything, but
F-A-T or P-H-A-T?
They're pretty high.
so
Pretty high
so here's the thing. This is what I teach her because she's going to go to school. She's about to start school. So and like my sister like, don't call her fat. That hurts her feelings. I say, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that these little kids around here just gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna call her fat?
Look at that fat ass girl by the water fountain.
I try to teach her. I tell her. I say, hey. If someone calls you fat, tell them that you fat and fine. And if they call you fat, tell them you still fine. Like I try to teach her, like even if someone says something negative to you, make sure that you say something positive. They're like, no, don't do that because that hurts her feelings. Or if you yell at one of them, like because they're so used to their dad yelling at them, that when you yell at them, it makes them cry and stuff like that. Build a bridge and get the fuck over it. Like I don't care about you crying. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing something wrong, I'm either gonna put my hands on you or I'm going to yell at you because you need to learn. If I tell you no, don't do that, that means
But
don't do
your
it.
ass ain't listen to what I said.
No, if I tell you, hey, hey, don't waste it. Hey, stop hitting people. And then you turn around and still hit that person.
Now, why you put your fat ass hands on them?
Like, no, not that. Like my nephew, both of them have like really bad attitudes to where if you say something to them and they get angry, they hit you. You can't hit people because you're angry. Somebody's gonna knock you the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying. My son casually telling me he got mad. He was fighting kids, but he was so mad. He was like, the bus driver tried to calm him down. He just slapped the shit out the bus driver. I said, nigga, you can't just go around slapping adults, nigga.
Exactly.
I said, he's like, but Dad, I seen red. I couldn't control myself. Nigga, you better fucking put a lid on that red or whatever the fuck.
Like,
You better.
and that's what I try to.
Another satisfying highlight,
Bro,
bro.
he was like,
Look,
I seen red, nigga.
Hey,
It was
look,
like,
before we go
stop
out,
myself. I was like,
Before we leave this episode, listen. If you have kids, wholeheartedly train your kids to be able to be around other people.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing.
That's
the biggest fucking thing. Train your
Otherwise, your
kids.
kids gonna get knocked out.
Facts.
Not sorry.
Hey, now listen. I'm not a violent person, but I will Kimbo slice.
Bullshit.
I will Kimbo slice a fucking kid if they mess with my daughter.
To the white
Well,
meat show.
understand. Train your kids to where other people want to be around them, and it's outside of family. When I say that,
that's how I was. Like,
because family can say,
every time I
"Oh,
go
bring them
somewhere,
over here."
it's like,
No,
they
fuck
love
that.
me. That's how I was.
Be able to train your kids to where people outside of family can say, "Hey, yeah, bring them over here."
Yeah. And so
Yeah, you
on
can spend the
that,
night.
yeah.
we like that.
So on that note,
Exactly.
I mean, ain't got that much time, but thank you for listening. And as always, hit us, on all of our, Facebook page, Instagram page, same thing, No Host Bar Crew.
And we appreciate y'all.
Yes, and then also for when she starts wearing shirts for next week. Hit her up on her page.
I don't know. T-shirt of the day might be off for a little while because TT actually gonna start back working now. So yeah, I'm be wearing uniforms now. So
So until next time,
I'm in the
peace. We are out.
say what?
Huh?
What you just say?
When?